Hello students, today we will discuss about the transporting system in plants and animals. In previous chapters you have studied the nutrients are absorbed and after respiration carbon dioxide is produced and other materials is also produced, and that is necessarily required to remove from the body. So removal and receiving both are the processes continuously going inside the body of organisms, either plants or animals. So for this purpose, in the body of organism there is a transportation, and for the transportation there is a transporting systems works continuously for the transferring materials from one part of the body of animals and other parts of the body or their removal organs. So in the animals there is a one transporting system or circulatory system work continuously for the conducting materials from one place to another place, and circulatory systems made by the three group of organs in human and other animals also. They have first organs is heart, second is vessels are tubes that is made by artery, veins and capillaries. Blood is also transporting system, transporting medium that help to transport material. As earlier you know that food materials transporting with the help of plasma, and then one material or liquid which is released from blood that discuss on later on. And in the plants there is a clear cut separation of conductive tissues. One is xylem and second is phloem, and that is special in sense of transporting material from the here to there for their need. First we know about the transportation in human. In human there is a heart and it is a pumping organ, and that all material need to pump, and for this purpose there is a pumping organ and that is called heart. And inside human, heart is same as the person one fist, and that work continuously made by the such type of cells that have the property to continuously contract and relax. So primarily we know heart about the human. There is a four chambers: right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium and left ventricle. Each chambers are connected to one largest tube. Suppose that right atrium is connected to vena cava and right ventricle is connected to pulmonary artery. So, and clear cut separation of chambers. There is a no mixing of blood in between oxygenated and deoxygenated. So clear cut separation of blood, and that is the necessity of the terrestrial animals that need to efficiency in their works. So first we know about the that side, left atrium and left ventricle, how it is works. So blood which is oxygenated come from the lungs inside left atrium. At that time left atrium contract. That time left atrium relax, and that relaxing position help to receive blood from the lungs. And after receiving blood, it contract, and after contraction help to transfer the blood inside left ventricle. In between left ventricle and left atrium there is a valve, and that valve check the backward movements of blood. So left ventricle when contract, that transfer the whole blood into the one largest artery that transfer the blood to whole body. So relaxation and contraction lead to the release and receive the blood from their concerned organs. Like same manner, right atrium relax that receive the blood, and when it contract that transfer the blood to the lower position and lower section of heart is connected to the lungs. So lower right ventricle connected to lungs to transfer the deoxygenated blood. So same way we understand that right atrium receive blood from whole body, that is deoxygenated, and after receiving it transferred to the right ventricle, and right ventricle connected to lungs, and that right ventricle transfer the blood to the lungs, and again lungs transfer to the oxygenated blood to the left atrium, and after left atrium it transfer to the left ventricle and then transfer to the whole body, and that circulation going on very easily inside body because of the lungs is the pumping organ, and that continuously pump the blood in a rhythmic or fixed pattern way. And another circulating organ that is called vessels. Vessels are tubes which spread over all the body. That tubes are three types. One is artery, one is veins, and one is capillaries. Artery, a group of tubes which originate or come from the heart, or you can say they carry the blood away from the heart. That is called artery. A group of tubes which carry blood to the heart, that is called veins. There is no matter it carry deoxygenated or oxygenated. There is no matter. When it carry blood away from the heart, that is called artery, and when veins carry blood into the heart, that is called vein. And when both in the tissues or organs, both artery and vein meet together and form a network, and that network is called capillaries. So capillaries, artery and veins are the three group of vessels or tubes which spread over all over the body, and blood circulated inside these tubes. And blood is composite organ, you already composite tissue, and you already know blood is made from the three group of cells, and that have the plasma. Plasma provide liquid medium, and that help in also after some dissolved carbon dioxide, food and other salts which is transported with the help of plasma, and red blood cells help to transport oxygen, and white blood cells for the defense mechanism, and platelets for the making clots. There are some variations. So you have seen in here the clear cut separation of chambers inside heart, but there are some group of animals, there is some mixing of blood taken place inside heart. So reptiles and some amphibians, there is a mixing of blood their hearts, so their need of the oxygen is less in comparison to human. So the requirement of the energy is not efficiently in comparison to birds and human or mammals. So they have the three chamber of heart, and same manner fishes have the two chamber heart. So on the basis of visiting blood inside the heart, how much times blood visit on the heart, that circulation is divided in two groups. One is single circulation and second is double circulation. When blood visits two times inside the heart for the completion of one circulation inside body, that is called double circulation. And when blood visits one time for the circulation of whole body, and that is called single circulation. So single circulation found in fishes and double circulation found in reptiles, birds, mammals and amphibians. So this is the single circulation and double circulation for the circulatory system. So in the circulation of material inside the body of organism, you have seen the heart, vessels, blood are collectively work together. But what is limb? Limb is a liquid. Originally, blood flow inside tubes. So tube is not made by a imperious or fixed material that liquid cannot move from vessels. So some amount of liquid that released from the vessels apart from RBC, and it is collected by limb vessels inside body. So whenever and that the time of flowing of blood inside tube, when blood flow inside tube, some amounts of liquid ooze out or seepage taking place inside that tube. Tube may be artery or veins or capillaries. Without RBC, because RBC has the larger position or large in comparison to WBC and plasma. Plasma, because 90% of plasma is made by the water. So that material released from the vessels collected by another group of tubes, and that group of tubes are limb vessels, and it is spread all over the body. So a liquid which released from the blood vessels in the form of another material with the food material, that is called lymph. Lymph is also a transport material like food, WBC, some amounts of excretory products, and collectively it pours the whole material into the larger vessels. So seepage material from the blood is called lymph. So this is all about the material of circulating inside body of animals. Animals also have the variation. Some have the 1 and 3 chamber heart. Fishes have 2 chamber heart. Amphibians have 3 chamber heart. Some reptiles have the 3 chamber heart, and birds and mammals have 4 chamber heart, and clear cut separation in between their chambers. Now we will see about the transporting in plants, and plants taken material from or nutrients from either soil or the leaf. So these material must be transported to whole body from their requirement. Whenever they transported, they use some transporting systems, and that system is called conductive system, and that conductive tissue are systems made by the two group of tissue, that is called xylem and phloem. Xylem and phloem in the sense of special because they conduct specified material from one place to the another place. You all know that is the food is synthesized in that inside leaf, and water is taken by the plant from the soil, and it need to be transported to whole body. So whole body is covered by xylem and phloem, xylem, vessels made by trachea and vessels, two type of specialized cell. They have the septum and two functions which are actions which help the xylem to take water and reach out the top of the plant. One is root pressure. Root pressure is the physical action and transpiration creates suction pull. When root of the plant attached to the water in just apart from side, so in the cell of root and the water present in just side of the root cell, there is a pressure deficient, and that pressure deficient help the transfer the water from their side to root cell, and that transferring of water again transfer to the another cell and form a channel, and that channel present inside the trachea and vessels. Channel help to transfer water from the root to uppermost part of the plant. Root pressure help, that is a physical force, and in the leaves water is always converted to water vapor, and conversion of water vapor from the water, that is called transpiration, and transpiration inside it, that creates a one pull, and that pull is called suction pull. So suction pull help the water to transfer from the lower portion to upper portion. So largest tree has the largest tissue to conduct water, when longest tree they transfer the water from the lower surface to upper surface, very slow motion, but tissue is very largest for the longest tree. And root pressure and transpiration create suction pull, help to transfer the water from the lower section to upper portion. And in the xylem, 90% xylem is dead tissues. So requirement of water is not necessary like same as the animals. Plants, excessive amount of water released from the body in the form of water vapor, less amount of usage by the plants. So their conduction of water from the one place to another place, very slow motion in comparison to animals, because animals have some medium. Blood is a medium that help to transfer material from one place to another place very easily and quickly. But plants don't have medium. It transfer the material from one place to the other place through their conductive tissue in slow motion, because they don't requirement of very large amount of energy. 70 to 80% plant body is dead, so less requirement of energy on their body, so transfer of water and other material is very less for the energy and other requirements. So it transfer from the lower to upper in very slow motion by the process of some amount diffusion. So these two physical force help to transfer the material from lower to upper section. One is root pressure and second is transpiration that creates suction pull. So that help to transfer the water from the lower to upper. Second, material has to transfer from lower every portion of the body of the plant, that is called food, and food is synthesized inside leaf, and leaf is present in only upper portion of the plant, so it has to transfer to every portion of plant body. For this purpose, one special tissue that is called phloem and phloem has the special conductive tissue, that is phloem animated by the seed tubes, and they are helping cells, that is called companion cell. Both cells are collectively work together and transfer the food in solution form. Solution form, food is transported in the leaf, from the leaf in solution form, and one carbohydrate, that is carbohydrate. So two things help to transfer the, one is osmotic difference from the one cell to the another cell help to translocate. So transfer of food in the solution from the one place to the another place to the plant body, that is called translocation. So you can say transfer of food from one place to the another place, that is called translocation in the solution form. Osmotic pressure is difference from where food is synthesized and where requirement. So where food is synthesized, then other osmotic pressure inside cell, and where requirement is another osmotic pressure. So that create sink and source. Sink is a place where food requirement and source is food developed. So in between them there is a difference in between of the osmotic pressure, and that osmotic pressure difference help to translocate the food from one place to the another place. By this method, plant transfer the material from one place to the another place, but it is very slow motion. That slow motion because of the plant required less amount of energy in comparison to animals, and they transfer the material in very slow motion. In diffusion also, some materials diffuse to plant body and transfer to the another place. So by this you have seen the transportation in human and plants by some methods used by the plants and human to transfer the material from one place to the another place.